Hello, hello, I'm the official name reader. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're going to be looking at Onix and Steelix, and because Steelix is Johto, this will be on the Johto playlist as well. Also, this was kind of a tricky one for me to toss up, because I feel, Onix is Brock's signature Pokemon, but Steelix is Jasmine's. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to use Pewter City or Olivine City to represent this episode, so I wasn't sure. But anyway, let's get on with the nicknames. Okay, so, Clang, I don't really have anything, because I know I was trying to think of, because we've said Clank before, like Ratchet and Clank, which is why I was, letting that one get a pass, but Clang I don't really think is good or necessary when Clang is a Pokemon. Clink, Clang, Cling, Clang, hello? And then Silverix I don't like. Metallica I do like, but this dude somehow has just enough, little... How do you not think of the band? Ironhide is fine. I don't know if Rust Dust is a transformer as well. I know Ironhide is. I remember that name. I don't know about Rust Dust. But that's also perfectly fine. Earthworm, I would like it better if it was Earthworm Gym, and if there was, an actual Earthworm or a Groundworm based Pokemon that would fit it. If you did that, I'd be totally fine, but in other words, just naming it Earthworm I think is kind of bad. But if you went, Earthworm Gym route, I think I'd be okay with it. Jawsome is I hate it, but I admit the cleverness behind it. I could definitely see somebody using that, and I hate it. And then Jawbreaker, we've gone over this before. I unfortunately don't quite remember who it was. I think it was Golem was the one that it fit the best, and I was perfectly okay with Jawbreaker as well. So, overall, these aren't terrible, but I'm mostly mad that somehow he doesn't seem to think Metallica, the famous metal band from the 1980s. That's the part I'm most offended about. Alright, so I'm taking this with I'm taking this and believing him, because I don't quite remember all of the names of the monsters in Shadow of the Colossus. But if that's accurate, I am totally okay with that, and I do like that route, because I think that works cool. I'm bad at saying words right now, but I like the direction, basically. Solid Snake, you're bound to see this a bunch. It makes sense. Solid, Steel, it's a snake. It's fine. Do I care? Not really, but it's there. Yeah, Tectonics, I actually kind of like that too. The Onix, the guy that was named Tectonics. Although I do gotta, criticize the entire internet for being stupid, because it always annoyed me that people would look at the monument and be like, he didn't finish burying the Onix! That's not the Onix, idiot. It's a statue. The Washington Monument is not George Washington. Are you an idiot? Come on! People! Heavy Metal, I mentioned this in the Magnezone episode, because I use Heavy Metal for Magnezone, and I did say that I think it would fit Steelix better, because Steelix is, I believe as of this point, the heaviest Steel-type Pokemon, so you're not going to top it. And of course, you could also apply this to other heavy Steel-type Pokemon, like, let's say, Metagross as well, if you wanted to. Iron Giant, I mean, I don't really like that, if I'm honest, because I just feel it's not bad. It's just never one I would even think about using. But if that's one you like, go for it. Alright, so this is full of holes, and it actually surprised me. Firstly, it's not even spelled correctly. And secondly, fuck you, it doesn't have to only work for female Steelixes. But Iron Maiden is actually what I use. But it's because I named it after the band Iron Maiden. And even then, an Iron Maiden is a literal torture device. Which, if you didn't know, I think the band themselves has their ego up so high that they try and, stop anyone from using Iron Maiden as, a brand thing, forgetting that they're named after the torture device, which is kind of funny and ironic, but that's the one I use. I don't know, I thought of it, and I was like, yeah, I like it, and that's just what I went with. Okay, I'm only acknowledging this because I didn't know about it being known as heavy metal disease. Because we've seen Toxicity before, and I think it was for like Muck or something. I don't know. It was recent. I don't remember everything. And like I like the idea of System of Down, all that. But yeah, I guess we're kind of the more you know as far as toxicity. I still stand by the idea that it's a better idea for just a poison type Pokemon, but I like the reasoning behind why he chose it for Steelix, to where it's like, okay, I guess I can give that a small pass. So, Unexpected was actually used for the episode with Bruno. So, we all saw it coming, because it came out 20 years ago. Tremor, we've acknowledged this before, works as a generic ground-type nickname. I said best with, I think I said Golem or something like that. I don't know, but the point is rock ground type. I think it fits if you want to do the Mortal Kombat route, but other words, you could just use Tremor for any ground type you want. It'll fit perfectly fine. Okay, we've seen this like a few times now. Stainless Steelix. Stainless Steelix. We get it. I don't think it's even the slightest bit of funny, but if that's your thing, that's your thing. I don't care. I know we've seen Cold Steel in the past, and unfortunately I don't even remember what it was we were looking at. I think it might have been like Sandslash. That sounds right, Alolan Sandslash. I don't care for it, but I'm gonna acknowledge it because we acknowledged it in the past, so there you go. Okay, so I'm actually kind of surprised. We're at the bottom already, and it was a pretty strong start, and then like it died down, but we've clicked on everything. Like, these two aren't even relevant. I don't care. I'm not watching a video because that's not something I can reply to or comment on, and I don't know how fair it is to play somebody else's video and critique it like that, so I'm just not going to do that. So, checking the spreadsheet. Okay, so apparently Thumper is Canon and X and Y, and Rusty's Heart Gold, Soul Silver? I guess those are trades, or either in the anime, one of the two? I don't know, I always think it's worth mentioning the legit ones. But other words, I think we got a lot of decent stuff in a short amount of time, and that's it. So, the, Heavy Metal, we mentioned that. Tectonics was one I really liked. Solid Snake, I feel like, is kind of probably the most popular one that literally everybody uses, so you're going to be standing in a room full of other people who named it the exact same thing. But I personally just went with Iron Maiden. And it surprised me to see somebody else say that because I didn't get it from them. I thought of that myself, so there you go. Metallica I'm okay with as well. Honestly, Metallica is one I haven't found anybody to put it on. Like, I could use it for anybody I want to. I just haven't done that yet. And I don't feel the need to change Iron Maiden change Steelix or Magnezones to that, so I don't know. At some point I'll probably throw it onto somebody, but it's kind of like a thing where I feel like Metallica could be applied to just about anyone. But that's it as far as Steelix goes. We got a lot of decent stuff in a short amount of time, and yeah, so provide your ideas and suggestions for Onix and Steelix. Thumbs up the ones that you like, and let's keep the discussion going.